Hello,
Hello. Hi,
how are you?
Bryden.
We meet again.
Yeah, I'm glad that you came back online because I was waiting in line and you went offline. Whoa, I was,
Yeah, I know. I took a 5 minute break because
yeah, it's good
you
for you.
know we get like 5 minutes for every hour
Really?
because it can be quite intense just like talking for an hour, right? Especially with some students and sometimes you need to go to the toilet or get a drink and whatever. So you know,
I, I thought that your time is done, your schedule is out,
no, no, I will be here until 3 in the morning.
3 in the
So
morning.
so
Wow,
3 hours, 3 hours more for me. Well, actually, I think not. Um, 2 hours more, I think, because I have to go and work in the supermarket later, so I can go to sleep for 1 hour and then I go
uh,
back to work.
it's 2:10 a.m. now in Kuwait.
I thought you're Egyptian, right?
Yeah, but I work in Kuwait. You don't know
Oh,
that.
oh, okay, cool.
Actually, in 4 days from now, I'll be in Egypt.
Okay, nice. What
Yeah.
part of Egypt?
What?
What part of Egypt?
What part of Egypt? I actually am going first to get my vacation in Sharm el-Sheikh. Then I'll go home for my homeland, Mansoura.
Nice.
I guess you have this information.
I was reading a book about Egypt today.
Wow, interesting. Ancient from the first farmers to the Great Pyramid. I guess we have more than this. After the pyramids, yeah, it's big. Who is the author of this book?
Um, John Romer. So I think he's a British author,
British one.
and
John
it's
Lord.
it's it's written in very advanced English.
Wow.
It's like an academic book almost.
I guess we will talk about it later.
Yeah, it's like I'm a native English speakers, and I have to Google a lot of the words, when I'm reading the book.
I guess from now on you won't say on the North African as desert African.
Yeah, what the North African is desert African.
Yeah, I said,
Yeah.
I remember you have said this last time.
Well, I still kind of think that it is, but never mind.
It's not like this anymore. Uh,
Mm.
Actually, today I'd like to go with you for the most important phrases that you might need in your daily life.
Okay, that's pretty big subject, but do you want to be somewhat more specific?
Actually, I'd like to what? I trust you for giving me the information I'd like to get. That's why I was waiting for you. And I was in trouble now because I was serving a lot of video profiles offline to check for someone who could come
Uh,
up or go on with me.
well,
But
I'm here now, so don't worry.
yeah, yeah, and as I said before, I trust you. So
Okay.
let's say I want from your daily life, your experience, your day. Since it's the beginning, you get up in the morning, maybe you
Okay.
get your.
Give me some situations, and I'd say it's things that I'd use.
Okay, I remember that you live with your family, right?
That's right.
Okay, so what is the usual sentence that you hear from them when they saw you in the morning? If there is a sentence or something.
Um, good morning.
Morning. Okay, so good morning is usual. Yeah, we know
Yeah.
this.
Um,
Uh, Questions about breakfast?
sorry.
Breakfast?
In England, it's quite common to eat alone.
So,
Like for me, 99% of the time, I eat by myself.
so you just serve yourself.
Yeah. Um, it's quite common in Western Europe now. Because we all have such busy lives. Um, we're less and less time spent with our families. Families are significantly less important here than in perhaps Arabic countries. It's true. For example, I might spend less than 10 minutes per day with a family member.
Really?
Yes, it's normal here.
You know, I just go for my vacation in Egypt to live there, to live with my father, with my mother, and don't live apart from them. I'd like to spend the whole day sitting with them. And my sons, Ahmad and Muhammad, play with them and have memories and stuff like this. So when I tell him, remember your grandfather Ahmad too? Both of them, by the way, is named Ahmad.
Yeah.
Do you remember your grandfather Ahmad? Yeah, I remember he played with me. So
Yeah.
it's totally different.
No, it's known that the Arabic cultures are significantly more family orientated.
It's really amazing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, no breakfast, no sentence about
Um,
breakfast. You told me that
do you know a better example, because I mean I'm probably a bad example because I work during the night, you know, so I'm kind of conflicting with other people's schedule. Maybe something phrases I'd use with my work colleagues.
Yeah, that's what I'm moving on.
Okay. Good morning. How are you today?
Good. So you said that you work at night, right?
That's right, yeah.
There's no good morning, good evening.
We would still say good morning.
Really?
Good night. Even if it was like 1 in the morning, we would say good morning.
Oh, this is good.
Because good night is accepted as something you'd say before you go to sleep.
Okay, so good night is related to sleep.
Often, very often, yes. So, for example, when I go to work at the supermarket this morning, I'll be there at 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning? Yeah.
And I'll see my work colleagues and I'll say good morning. How are you today? Maybe have a bit of chit chat about, you know, just superficial things, you know, like they're.
Yeah. Do you work as a full time or part time?
So I work full time, but I have 2 part-time jobs, if that makes sense. For example, so I work like 30 hours in the supermarket, and then I work like 20 hours helping people with their English. So that's like 50 hours a week, right?
When do you sleep?
Never. But I'm getting married in October, so I need the money.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, so you know, I can sleep later. It's
For
it's
sure.
it's like a time in my life where I'm kind of desperate, you know, so it comes at the cost of sleep.
Really? You
Yeah.
are you are like a workaholic?
Yes, well, you know, there's various substances you can use to keep you going.
Well,
Caffeine and taurine and other things.
I hope you don't drink too much of it.
You know Red Bull, right?
Yeah, I
Very
don't take them.
very effective. I use it a lot.
Actually, I don't use this energy stuff.
I feel I feel so powerful when I drink it.
But
Mm.
uh, I have a belief or a thinking about this. Let's say even medical pills I don't take. Just in emergency emergencies I take the medicine. But because your body just all the machines there,
Hmm.
your heart, your kidney, all
Hmm.
of these are
Oh
weak.
yes.
Yeah, they are so weak,
Hmm.
and all these medicines and energy powers
Hmm.
just not making you. They are just giving you what temporary.
But for 30 minutes you feel fantastic.
Actually, this is what your mind makes you feel about this.
Hmm.
It's like a trick. You
But
are tricking your own self.
hey, if I could live my whole life in a trick, I would. If the trick was nice, if the trick was good.
You know, you are reminding with what? Do you remember the movie Matrix?
Yes.
The one who grasped, you said that grasp what? Grasp up? Grasp up, that you said that this phrasal verb means that you
Oh,
report someone, right?
grass up. Yeah. Okay.
Grasp up, grasp,
Very,
yes.
very,
Grasp
very.
up.
It's a very British phrasal verb.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
Yeah, the Americans wouldn't understand it, but yes, I know what you mean.
This is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
There was one in the team of Matrix that who betrayed Morpheus
yes,
and was sitting with the agents, and he's saying, I know that this meat is not real.
yeah,
This wine is not real too. Do you remember this part
yes,
of
I
the movie?
remember it. Yeah, he had the little beard, right?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
and I know that it's just the machine is giving me electrical stuff to make me feel that this, I don't I know this, and ignorance is a bliss, and I want to live in
yeah.
ignorance.
Because think about it, right? Um, if the world is horrible and the illusion feels good, is it not better to live in the illusion?
No.
Why? Why do you want to live in suffering?
Why I take it as suffering? Actually, we have a belief in our religion as Muslims
Hmm.
that even if it's going bad for you or going good for you, we said we thank God for it and we keep going with it because we have a verse in the Holy Quran, with a problem comes solution. They are coming together, not just the problem and the solution will be delayed
Hmm.
for a bit. So we have as
Hmm.
Muslims this belief that there is no suffering.
Hmm.
Even suffering itself,
Yeah.
it make you relieve, let's say, sins from you. It's changing to
Hmm.
good things, good deeds.
Yeah.
So
I kind of yeah, I kind of a weird because I have a sort of Christian faith, and I view that, God has given me a beautiful wife, so now it's my part of the deal. I need to find a way to pay for it. So so I just do whatever I need to do, you know?
uh, actually, you can't do whatever you want. Yeah, we have that. We have the freedom to do everything in our life.
When you're young, you can abuse your health and it has minimal effect. As you get older, perhaps becomes more serious.
Really? I guess you have to be serious while you are young. Do whatever you
No,
want.
I mean in the sense, for example, I'm 20 years old, I'm quite healthy, I'm fit and young, and
Okay.
and I can work for 48 hours without sleep.
But I guess this is wrong. This makes your life shorter, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to give yourself some time to practice sport, to eat well, drink well, have a
Yes,
nice
but in the present I have more money, which allows me to achieve more things that I want to.
You are discussing me with something relatively with some of my colleagues over here. We travel abroad to
Hmm.
gain more money, uh, and I'm telling them it's not now the issue of money. Just I traveled abroad to work, yes, in a different country rather than Egypt, because I'm not getting the same salary that I can get in Egypt.
Hmm.
So now I'm living in a good standard or a good level
Yeah.
lifestyle with my family.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm spending a lot of money,
Yeah.
but still I'm living a good life,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah.
some live alone here and leave their family in Egypt. No sons, just all of them are, so they are living in two different separate countries. So his mind is there, and at the same time, his mind is here. You have to do your job, and at the same time, you have all the worries about your family that they are in Egypt. Are
Hmm.
they okay? Are my
No,
son?
I would never do that. I would never work in a different country and leave my family in another country. I wouldn't do that.
That's what I thought about. My son has to learn from me. He has to
Yeah.
be like me.
Hmm.
One of the saddest stories I have heard before. One told me that he is about, let's say, 55 years, a kind of age like this. And he told me, do you know Islam? I remember a day when I went home back to Egypt and I told them about a decision that I won't travel again to Kuwait, and they were shocked. Why you stop traveling? Who will give us money? So he became for them as a bank account.
Yeah.
Each month we want money, so you have to work to send us money. But for you as a father, we don't need you. And he said, do you know? I guess one time I was arguing with my wife, and I was shocked with the reaction of my own son. He insulted me. He pushed me. Why you are talking to my mom like this? You are father. You are not our father. You are living all your life away from us. So can you believe this? Your own son know this. So all this stuff, I just
well, in some ways, he's facing the consequences of his own actions.
yeah. But in other ways, other people say when you leave your family, live there, and you live here alone, you can gain more money, and they really did. They did. They built buildings high, skyscrapers in Egypt, and they have more than one house and the projects. Then they go to Egypt and live in a good life standard. So he know, or he say that, yeah, I did. I found my. I set a goal and I did reach it. So this is a road of success, and you have to do the same as I did.
Yeah, I'm doing what I'm doing now. It's temporary. I have 5 months until October. That's when I'm getting married, to get as much money as possible, right?
Yeah.
Because I won't have the opportunity anymore after that. I won't have time. I'll have other responsibilities, I have people to care for. But right now, I'm alone.
Yeah.
So now is the time, to prepare. I'm preparing for the storm that will come.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is strong. Get ready.
Yeah. Yes. So.
Actually,
I quite like work. I like work. I enjoy work.
This is good.
Yeah.
Your job and do the best in it. It's great.
It's like my job is like, it's like zero stress. I'm working in a supermarket, listening to YouTube while I'm doing things on the shelves in the supermarket, or I'm helping people with their English. It's pretty low stress. It's not like being in an office with the boss shouting at me all the time.
Yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
So, do you think you can keep working on Cambly after marriage?
I think it would have to change significantly, because I don't think she'd be very happy with me working during the night.
Yeah.
She'll be wanting some attention from me. So.
I was making videos. I have shouted 3 videos from the book I was making. And then before my wife got to sleep, I told her that I will use Cambly tonight. She told me, it's better to get sleep. See, they are sleeping right now. And if she heard me, wow, I guess I will end the conversation.
Yes. Yeah. So it's
passion in this.
Yeah. So as you can imagine, this is a temporary situation, isn't it, that I have to take advantage of?
Yeah. This is good for you. I guess you have to keep it as timber. Please don't push yourself or your limits. But at the same time, I'm telling you this. For myself, I work a lot. I go for the camera and I make videos and I upload them and I do editing for them. All these works I do for what? And I'm telling my wife this every day. Let's say I'm reminding her I'm buying moments from the past to buy the future. So when I make a video, when I try to teach someone something in English, and I just make a video and I upload it on YouTube. Now I'm talking to you, and maybe someone is watching a video on my channel right now. So I'm gaining money from it. You have to think about it too. You are a good teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You can teach English. It's your native language.
Well, I'm doing it now.
Really?
I'm assisting you. I'm assisting you.
I'm asking you to do your own, to start.
Like a course, right? Okay.
It's not like that. You just can't get the camera like you are sitting right now, or you
Do YouTube videos.
and make videos. So so you can see.
Yeah. Do you not think it's a bit saturated? Because when you go on YouTube and you search English help, there's a million and one videos.
It's okay. I
Do you
thought,
not think it's
I started with I have
yeah, but you have your niche, you're like the Egyptian guy that does English.
no. Who told you this? I teach English in Kuwait, right? And
Right.
I do you know I'm not sure that you are familiar with the book English Grammar in Use.
No, I never heard of it.
Okay, this book is worldwide spread. It's global book,
Mm-hmm.
and it teaches English grammar. Okay,
Okay.
but this book has some kind of difficulty in learning from it. And I know about this book, let's say 8 years ago, 9 years ago from now. I started each time to read it and I stopped at, let's say, Unit 10, Unit 11, and I can't keep going on. I forgot it. And then I remember the book and I want to read it again. So I start from the beginning. So I got the idea. I can make videos for my reading on it. And I started uploading the videos. Now I have a channel on YouTube and I upload. I don't have a target people to see what I do. It's just for myself. I started by myself for myself, you know?
Right.
I'm trying to make a checkpoint for myself. So now I
Sure.
have, I reached Unit 8. So when I have a free time, I can go read Unit 9 and put it on YouTube. So it's for myself. I was shocked when I reached Unit 11 or Unit 10. I was shocked about, wow, there is followers, subscribers. And I asked in the next video, who are you? Because I found that people from Iraq, people from Jordan, people from Syria, I guess, and
Mm-hmm.
from Turkey, following these videos. And
Yeah, I think people from those countries like Jordan, Iraq, and whatever other country, they want to learn English from someone that looks like them and sounds like them because they can identify with you,
actually, I
Wh-
try to make it simplifier,
Do,
simply.
do, do you not think so?
I
Do
think
you think
you're right about this, but at the same time, I'm
Mhm.
thinking that there are native speakers from Britain, from America, and
Mhm.
are Arabic ones, and we are following them because they teach English because
Okay.
they are making it simple. Rachel from America or Canada, I guess, it's now close to 2 million, and
Oh
most
yeah.
followers from the Arabic world.
Hmm.
We have you have
I can understand it. Oh, there's
from England, and it's almost 2 million. Or it's nearly becoming reach 2 million, and most of their followers are too from the Arabic world. You know,
I can believe it.
yeah.
There's a huge demand for English in the Arabic world.
Yeah, so I guess it's a good chance for you to start this.
Mm. There's also a lot of demand for English in China, but YouTube's heavily restricted in China, so
Another, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I'm telling you this why because you can just read a piece of information and you can just
hmm
make it on a video, just a minute, 2
yeah,
minutes. You don't have to make significant. You can search on YouTube for after this conversation, English with Lucy. You will find her videos are so simple, just sitting in front of the camera like you right now, and
hmm
in the space, in this just small space, she write the word. Maybe she's using her computer, maybe the mobile phone to write this on word and just speaking in simple way like you are talking to me.
hmm
It's better for you. and you are just seizing your time. You are making benefit really from your time in the past to buy the future. After 10 years from now, think about it. How many views could be there? How much money could be made out of it?
You could be dead in 10 years.
It's okay. Even if you are dead, your account still get money. Think about it.
It's true.
So
yeah, I could do. It's just whether I can stop being so lazy and actually have the effort to go and do it. That's the thing.
Actually, you just need to start, and there is a rule for success, which is continue.
What's that?
You have to keep working, never stop. If you stop, you're killing yourself. I have this belief. Continuous. I guess it's continuity. Is it right, or continuity?
Continuity, yeah.
I'll
type it in the chat.
Yeah.
Continuity.
Continuity. Yeah, I know this word, but continuity. So this is just keep going, right?
Keeping the momentum going.
Yeah. So I have, there is an engineer in Egypt. His name Ahmad Abu Zaid. His channel on YouTube is called Droos online. Okay, this man is an engineer, civil engineer, but he has passion in English like you and me, and he has the ability to teach. He's teaching English and Arabic, and he is not good. He's not amazing in pronunciation, but he has, let's say, a good ability to make the video in a good motions, colors. He has this good. What do you think about of civil engineer teaching English on YouTube? Could he does it work?
Why not? I suppose he's probably quite intelligent if he's a civil engineer.
Okay, after 5 years from working, and he is just uploading a video per week, just a video per week, and he now, let's say, 2.7 million. So
I don't want to be cynical, but there's a certain phenomenon called survivor bias. Have you heard of that?
No.
Research it. Survivor bias.
I'll have it down.
You can research this. Survivor bias. It's an interesting concept.
Okay, I'll look for it.
For example, say there's an idea. Like, this is just me being cynical, but no, you're correct in what you're saying, but I'm just going to be cynical. For example, you might say something like, everyone can start a business because this guy started a business and he made $1 billion. But you conveniently ignore the fact that 1,000 other people tried and failed.
But I'd like to remind you, I'm sure that you know Thomas Edison, right?
Yeah, well, he's quite a questionable person, but yes.
Okay, Thomas Edison
used to torture elephants.
One of the journalists asked him, "You have failed 999 times to make the lamp work," and he told him, "You are wrong. I have found 999 ways to avoid making it doesn't work or don't work." So your fail makes you or gets you to the success. It's just a matter of time. You have to work on yourself,
I suppose.
Yeah. So see,
tell that to the Israelis and the Palestinians.
Actually, we are not meant to be failures.
Yeah.
I'm sure about this. As long as I have an idea and I act on it.
Well, of course. I mean, failure is a subjective concept, right?
Yeah, it's temporary, by the way. And it leads you to the success.
It's all relative, isn't it? Yeah. what might be failure to you might not be failure to someone else.
You're right about this.
Hmm